This is bellwork for Monday, December 4th. On number 1 it says find the sum or difference of 3z squared plus z minus 4 plus 2z squared plus 2z minus 3. Alright, the way I do these is I first get rid of the parentheses if I can, because this is not multiplying, so we can get rid of the parentheses as long as this is a plus right here. If it's a minus, then we have to distribute the negative. But if it's a plus, we can just rewrite it without parentheses. We end up with 3z squared plus 1z minus 4 plus 2z squared plus 2z minus 3. And then we got rid of all the parentheses, so we can just go ahead and combine the like terms. So I'll start with the z squared. We have 3z squared, and it matches with 2z squared. And then let's do the z. We have 1z, and it matches with 2z. And then let's do the constant. We have a negative 4, and it matches with the negative 3. So now all we have to do is combine them. So 3z squared and 2z squared, when you combine those, you get 5z squared. Then we have 1z and 2z, combine those, we get 3z. And then negative 4 and negative 3, combine those, you get negative 7. On number 2, it says identify the slope in the y-intercept. We have y equals 10 minus 4x. So this shouldn't be too hard. It's almost in slope-intercept form, which is what we want to get it to, so we can easily see the slope in the y-intercept. All we have to do is rewrite it so the negative 4x is first, and then the 10. And then it's in the right format, which is this. It's y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So this we can see pretty easily. The slope is negative 4, and the y-intercept is 10. On number 3, it's asking us to write an inequality where all real numbers that are less than or equal to negative 3 and greater than or equal to negative 8. So I'll start with the variable. Since this is kind of in between the two, we'll put the bigger number on the right and then the smaller number on the left. And then we have to just see if it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Let's see. So it's less than or equal to negative 3. So that's going to be this symbol. And then greater than or equal to negative 8. So it gets this symbol. On number 4, it's asking us to find the distance between these 2 points. And for this, we're going to want to use what's called the distance formula. It's called the distance formula. And this comes from the Pythagorean theorem. And it's just kind of altering it a little bit for use with the coordinate plane. And you end up with this for the formula. You have x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, and then you do the whole thing, you take the square root of it. So now all you have to do is plug the right numbers in. So this one up here, this would be x1, this would be x2, this would be y1, and this would be y2. So now all we have to do is put the numbers into our formula and get our answer. So x2 is 10, x1 is 8, then y2 is 4, and y1 is 3. And then we end up with 10 minus 8, which is 2. And then 4 minus 3, which is 1. So it's going to be 4 plus 1, which is equal to square root of 5. And that is our answer. On number 5, it's asking us to find the slope for this line. And they already went ahead and identified 2 points for us to use. And that's going to make it pretty easy, because all we have to do is count. So remember what slope is. It's the change in y over the change in x. So all we have to do is count. So looking for the y, we're going from 1 to 3. We're going from here to here. That's a change of 2. So we're going to get a 2 in the numerator. And then the x is going from 2 to 5. That's a change of 3. So our slope is 2/3.